Hey guys, Pablo here, and welcome back to another brand new video. In this video, the project that we will be covering is called Fluff Money. So we're gonna cover all the details on what this project is, what their backstory is, what the utilities are, because we do have a lot of utilities, and there's a lot of things coming in the near future, including their app, the decentralized exchange, the launchpad, the NFT marketplace, and so forth. There's a lot for us to cover in this video, and right now we have this amazing opportunity because the project is currently at a low cap, which is less than $100,000, and we have less amount of holders right now. But in the future, with the developing utilities, and I think this is going to skyrocket, especially when they start performing the the social media marketing and gonna go for a lot of other listings. So we're going to cover all the details on why I think this has true potential and why right now is the best time to get into this. In the end, it'll be up to you, so make sure that you do your own investigation research. I'm gonna put all the links into the description, so make sure that you get it from there. Do note that this is not going to be a financial advice, so do consider that. And without wasting any further time, let's get straight into the project. Now, here's the official website of Fluff Money project. In this video, we are going to learn what this project is, why was it established, or why was it developed, what was the purpose behind this, what is the story behind this. Then we're going to move forward and talk about the utilities, talk about the tokenomics, and in the end we're going to talk about the roadmap to see what is coming in the future of this project. So just to give you guys a backstory on how this project started, which you can get from their white paper. There's a comedian YouTuber who used to give tokens to the people who would comment and so forth, and just for fun. But that token was a different token, and this token was made as a fun remake of that token, in which they actually distributed these tokens to the one that were holding the previous tokens. But it didn't just remain as a fun token. They did not just plan to keep it that way. They wanted it to be more serious. And we know how to make a cryptocurrency more serious when you give that particular coin or token utilities, use cases where it can be used for something and it gets a real value, just so that its value does not rely on what people speculate its price to be. So this is where the transition is occurring. This is turning from just a fun token to a utility token, and that's what we're going to focus on in this video. So this is, as you can see, you get the option to buy Fluff, which will take you to the pancake swap. So it is on the BuySmart network. This token, Fluff token, it is actually a BEP20 token, and you can get it on the pancake swap. So when you click on buy Fluff, it'll take you to PancakeSwap. Click on I understand, then import. Afterwards, you're going to connect your wallet, in which you have BuySmart network added, and make sure that you have BNB in it, so you can swap that to get Fluff token. And then afterwards, when you have the staking the app, we will actually be able to stake the Fluff token, and we will be able to earn passive income. We will be able to get reflection from the tokens, so we can get more tokens and we can profit from that. We also have the chart, which you can take a look at right here. We also have them on the BC scan as well. Now, since I already told you guys that they are distributing it to people who were holding on to the previous token, which is giving this project, this token, a decent amount of holders already, just so it can establish a stable ground. And they will be developing, and they are developing, an app for which you can actually apply for testing. It'll be on the Apple and on iOS and Android, which will have the concepts of play to earn and also learn to earn. So you will be able to play games in it, you will be able to earn through that, and you will also be able to learn by performing quizzes, and if you do that, you will be able to earn from there. So I think this is something that's giving it more utility. Then we have the separate option for staking, so you can use the Fluff token, you can stake your Fluff token, and you can get more Fluff tokens, so you can make a good passive income through that as well. So this is an amazing option that we have in this one. And then afterwards, they will also be developing their own Fluff swap, which will be a decentralized exchange, which will have very low fees. So this will give another amazing utility for the token. So if we take a look at their staking D app, which is right here, when you have the Fluff tokens in your wallet, make sure that the wallet that you connect has a smart network in it, and in which you have the Fluff tokens. So here's where it'll show you the balance that you have. This is the minimum amount to stake, which is a 50,000 Fluff tokens. So you basically put in the amount of tokens to stake, you basically approve, and then this is where you can unstake the tokens. It says the fee switches back and forth between 10% and 5%. The developer wallet doesn't pay fees. 75% of the fees reflects back to SFluff holders, including the developer. 25% goes to the developer wallet. Now there's no fees with the Fluff token when you purchase it. So when you set the slippage on the Pancake swap, when you're buying the Fluff token, you can either keep it to 0.1% or 0.5%. They will work. So there's no fees on buying or selling Fluff token, but there is fees on the staking of the Fluff, and this is how it is distributed. So you can see currently the staking and unstaking fees is 10%. Next is going to be 5%. And one thing that brings credibility into this project is that the developer of this project is doxed, and it is actually the developer, an app developer who lives in Budapest in Hungary. So you can keep a track on the developer's profile as well. These are the apps that were developed by the app developer. So we know that the app that they're developing with the play to earn and the learn to earn concept, they're not going to have any issue regarding that, with all those operations. So before we head into the roadmap to see what is going to happen in the future, we do know that the token is transitioning from a fun token to a utility token. And the amazing thing and the amazing option and the opportunity that we have right now is that currently it is a very low cap project, low cap token. Currently the market cap is actually below $100,000, and they have about like less than 100 holders, which is in a sense good opportunity, because you'll be able to get into it at a very early spot where you can buy the tokens at a much cheaper price, and afterwards when they start going for marketing campaign, when they develop the utilities and so forth, this is going to increase drastically, and those who invest right now in this stage are the ones that will be able to get maximum benefit afterwards. And we talked about credibility, in which we talked that the developer is docs. One other thing that brings credibility into this is you may be aware of the Shiba Lite token, the project. This developer is actually the developer of that project, which garnered more than 7,500 holders, and it went to like a great deal of height. So I think that also brings a certain amount of credibility and this confidence that this app developer has done this before, so he has the capability to perform this one more time. They did do buybacks, and the market cap was increased to about 830% in 24 hours, and they're planning on doing more and more buybacks in the future, which we have the proof of that as well. The decentralized exchange that we talked about here, that they're developing, it'll be here in this very year, in 2022, not next year, in this very year. So we only have like few months left, which I think is pretty great. So it's coming very, very soon. The alpha version of the app will be coming soon, and you can apply for the testing as well. Now if you talk about the roadmap, in phase 1 of this year, mobile app beta, staking the app, social marketing campaigns, and NFT drops. So they do have NFT, and if you come to the variable, you can actually see their profile and all the NFTs that are included in this. So apart from the decentralized exchange and the play to earn and learn to earn app, they also have the NFTs. In the phase 2, which will be the Q4 of this year, they're going to go for the release of the mobile app. They're going to bring the Fluff Swap decentralized exchange, which, as I said, will be in this very year. And then they're going to go for more social media, campaigns, social marketing campaigns, and then more NFT drops. And then in the phase 3, which is going to be next year, they're going to develop their own NFT marketplace, services purchasable with Fluff tokens, which is going to increase the utility for the Fluff token. And then they're going to have a launch pad, more social marketing campaigns, and NFT drops. And this is the FAQ that you can read. So you can see this is having a very speedy transition from a fund token to utility token, and they're developing all these things very, very frequently. They already have the alpha version of the app on iOS and Android, so you can apply for the testing as well. And we already have the staking. We already have taken a look at that. Very soon we're going to have the decentralized exchange. We have the NFTs. There will be more NFT drops. They're going to perform more and more marketing, more and more listings, and then they're going to develop their own NFT marketplace, their own launchpad. So I think that we're heading to a really, a solid future with this project. And currently the amazing opportunity that we have is there currently is a low cap project with less than $100,000 in market cap and less than 100 holders, and they are doing buybacks, which is drastically increasing the market cap as we're speaking. So make sure that you do not waste any time. I'll give you guys all the links in the description, so make sure that you get those from there. But this is all of you guys in this video, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one shortly, so stay tuned. Disclaimer: trading digital assets involve significant risk and can result in the loss of your invested capital. You should ensure that you fully understand the risk involved and take into consideration your level of experience, investment objectives, and seek independent financial advice if necessary. It is up to you whether to invest or not.